Apple apparently is destroying dreams and crushing entrepreneurs.
What?
I mean,
I
yeah,
that
they're
was
pushing
that
to-
was my exact reaction, Taylor. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Tech Unlocked podcast, the podcast where we unlock the latest tech news, leaks, and rumors so you don't have to. We're coming at you today, all three of us using continuity camera, which is working pretty well so far, using center stage. It's a great time. I'm one of your hosts, Benji from BenObi Tech, and I'm joined by my two fellow co-hosts on whatever side they are. We've got Taylor from Mr. Smartwatch / TA Tech and Connor from
What up?
TechWiz Tech and whatever
What's
other
up?
channels he has.
Yeah,
Connor, by the
I
way,
need to
you
get that
haven't.
sorted.
Connor, by the way, you haven't done anything on the wearables show in a while. At least not that I've seen.
Have you been paying attention to our group chat? I'm working on shorts.
No, I have
Weekly
not.
videos, my ass. Yeah,
I
that's not
actually.
happening.
Who wants to go viral on TikTok?
Yeah, that's why. Oh, Benji's
I
sitting
actually.
down. It's no longer
I
fun.
need to. I need to make more shorts. I need to make more shorts. That way I can post them on TikTok. But anytime like I anytime I start a video, I just talk and then it ends up being like a 3-minute video or a 4-minute video, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it.
That's why
That's
you
why editing
script them.
exists. Mm, I like this idea.
I was never good at that. I was
So is
never
this
good
going
at
in the
scripting.
episode or?
Yeah. Why not?
All right, first tangent of the day.
But
By the way,
yeah.
Taylor's editing this one. I've decided.
Um I mean, I could, but I could destroy the whole edit.
Yeah, no, never mind. Anyways, moving on.
What? Plus, I have my own things to edit and record today.
What?
So, I already told my friend that my friend's coming over today, and I already told her I'm like, you're helping me record it video so I can edit Sunday, and I actually have something to do because
Wait, your
sometimes
MacBook can actually edit videos. That's a surprise.
all
Can't
right,
do anything
listen,
else.
just because it flies off on me sometimes doesn't mean I can't edit videos. It just
Is that a
it just
lot?
takes a
Oops,
it
I'm
just
not here.
takes it just takes triple the time to edit a video. Okay?
Oh God, we're never getting this podcast out, so
and
please
then it
do
goes,
that.
and then it goes helicopter, helicopter, and it just flies away.
Yeah. God.
That
We're
was a bit
cancelled.
late. That was a
But
bit late.
anyway, let's get on to the topics.
Yeah, so today we
Yeah,
have
Taylor.
quite a few things to talk about. We also know that we've been absent from the podcast for a couple of weeks. We did record, me and
Not
Connor
my
did record
fault.
something last week, but I
It was a very
procrastinated.
eventful episode. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll put what happened to my laptop in the bloopers.
oh, that part wasn't recorded though. You remember?
No, but we'll put the part about me explaining what happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll put it either in the bloopers or we'll just release it as a future episode when something like this happens again. But yeah, so today we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. There a lot has happened since we last recorded an episode. New Apple products, new Google products, but we're not going to bore you with the stuff that's already been released weeks and months ago. We're going to be talking about the future and also touching on a couple of things that have been happening recently. So we've got iPhone 15 news for everyone that's really excited about that. We have iPad 10th generation drama, M2 iPad Pro drama, Apple, no, Telegram roasting Apple or trying to, and we've also got some news about Elon Musk and Twitter, and then we've got a couple of other things that we want to mention with what's going on with Apple right now in terms of like software and hardware, what we think about it, and also me and Connor have some personal experiences to share about Apple products that you will be very pleased to hear about because it may save you some money.
And Bench is
Yep.
officially an Apple hater.
I already was. I mean,
So am
TikTok doesn't lie. TikTok doesn't lie. Like
No.
everybody in the
TikTok
comments
is
on TikTok
just
are always so truthful. They're always
yeah.
so nice and honest.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And they always watch every single video on your page before commenting. So,
Of course.
let's kick things off with the first topic of the day. iPhone 15 is apparently going to have new solid state power and volume buttons, and it will basically kind of work like the home button did on the iPhone 7 and newer. Um,
No,
what are your
thank you.
thoughts, guys?
Are we Did
No.
we actually take this rumor seriously, or
No.
yeah?
I mean, we did hear something similar about the iPhone 15 Ultra having no
Yeah.
buttons whatsoever.
Mm.
This seems more believable to me because I mean,
There
but
was a
then
phone a few years ago made by Oppo that had the solid state buttons, and like the Pixel 2 had the technology as well. You just squeeze the phone and it does something.
yeah,
So like it could. I don't want to be squeezing my phone. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I mean
And
to be
keep in
no.
honest,
mind,
this
every single phone that did that was made of plastic.
the Pixel wasn't.
No, the Pixel was plastic.
Yeah.
No, I had a Pixel 3 XL and it was glass
No,
and
we're talking about Pixel 2.
the Pixel 2 didn't have the squeeze feature. I think it was the 3.
Oh. Hmm.
That was a
Regardless,
cool
that's what
feature.
I'm.
Not gonna lie, like I
Yeah.
remember when I had the 3 XL, that was a pretty nice feature. I could just squeeze and
Then go
activate
buy a
Google Assistant
Pixel.
very easily.
God.
Can we just talk about how there are just some useless stuff on phones that people don't use day to day?
Gimmicks.
Yes.
Dynamic
Yeah.
Yes.
Dynamic Island.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Dynamic.
there are.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are things, yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like
Well, like the charge port.
people
Who
when
needs
it comes
that, right?
when it comes to
Get rid of that
iPhone,
as
like
well as the
people
home button. So other buttons.
when it comes to iPhone, like people always say to me like, "Oh, Apple just concentrates on camera and battery life and nothing else."
So does everyone else.
Well, I didn't know
Yeah.
that you used everything else day to day when you're using your phone. I
Yeah, like
mean,
do you
I
actually
can.
use the emergency SOS feature every day? No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So why
Yes.
do you need it? No, I'm joking. Like it probably does come in handy sometimes, but
I
Oh
mean, to be
yeah.
fair,
car crash
USB-C is
detection.
also a gimmick, so they shouldn't just put that on the iPhone.
Yeah, like why do you need to have the same port on everything? It's fine.
Yeah, it's giving back charging pin.
Yeah, just carry 20 different cables around that are one's more inferior than the other.
I mean, that wasn't my
Yeah.
point, but you know,
Liberalism is a mental disorder.
it's just
Sorry, that was I was looking at the Twitter page and that's
My
trending right
iPhone,
now.
my choice.
So I was just
My
like,
iPhone, my choice.
God.
I was literally, oh, it's disappeared now. No, but literally, I've got the Twitter page open and I saw that. I was like, what the heck?
How do you feel
Liberalism is
about
a
a piece of
mental
cabbage
disorder.
lasting longer than your prime minister?
Let's not even go there. Anyway,
Yeah.
before we get cancelled, no, honestly, going back to the topic of the buttons becoming solid state, I don't mind it as long as it gives me more water resistance, and also there's a way of turning my phone off or like restoring without needing the buttons. Because as of right now, how do you restore
Oh,
your phone or how do you put it in DFU mode or recovery mode or whatever? You use the
iTunes.
buttons. You don't have iTunes anymore on the Mac,
Yeah, I
but yeah,
do.
it's called
Old
music now.
apps.
Old apps. You just download the old version of iTunes.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, solid state buttons. This is by Ming Chi Kuo, by the way, so it could be legit.
It probably isn't.
Can I just say I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of
I hear
person. I'm that kind of person
yeah.
because there's just so many things out there that we've heard is coming, and where is it? You
Yeah,
know?
that's true. Like the periscope
Um,
camera was supposed to come years ago, and so was Touch ID on the
exactly,
iPhone.
exactly. That's
But if you
one.
want Touch
Yeah,
ID, you can just get an SE
Mm.
and like, how many times
or
have
the
we
new
heard?
iPad.
And how many times have we heard that another thing, reverse wireless charging was coming? Where's that?
MagSafe.
I mean,
That
That's not the
technically is
same thing.
reverse wireless charge. Technically, it is because of the MagSafe battery pack. It has the technology, so it's technically
Yeah,
there,
but that's it.
but they don't
You
let
can
you use it.
only if you buy that stupid $90 battery pack you can use reverse wireless
I'm
charging.
just trying to
That's
get you
not
on
what
a
we meant.
technicality.
That's not what we meant. We meant
I know,
doing
I know.
we meant doing this. It just makes sense.
I mean, yeah, that would
I
make
would I would
sense.
love it. I mean, the other day I was in. So long story short, I you guys know that I have a disability, and I go to a program, a day program with other adults with disabilities. And I was there at my day program, and my my case was my AirPods case. I have the AirPods 3, and my case was at like 5%, and my AirPods, one was at 50, the other one was at 100 because I was using one more than another. And I'm like, "Ah, well, great. I need to charge this up, and I only have 5% of my case. If you had reverse wireless charging, I could have just slapped it on the phone, and that's it. Or asked somebody with an Android to do it, but all these other people have cheap Androids nowadays, and it's just like, bruh, where'd you get that from? Like the dollar store?
No, but Taylor,
Alibaba.
the problem is if Apple were to introduce reverse wireless charging, who's gonna buy their MagSafe battery pack? Because you've got the 14 Pro Max, which apparently now has great battery life, so they don't need to charge their phone during the day. Um, and then if
Oh
you
my
want to charge
god,
your AirPods,
a
well,
revelation.
no,
Can
I'm
the
joking. By the way,
MagSafe
this.
battery pack can the MagSafe battery pack charge MagSafe AirPods?
Yeah, it should.
Someone needs to test this and tag us on
I've
Twitter.
got a knockoff
If it
version. I can try
no 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 no, we need the real deal. We need someone that
it.
bought the
We
actual
need the
thing.
real deal. Oh, Jesus, bruh. But no, like, seriously, you know? But
Yeah,
Anyway,
anyway.
let's move on to the
yeah.
next topic, Connor.
So Tim Cook is saying that they're finding it hard to meet the demand for iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. I mean, yeah, they're like, you know, new design, sorta. New design. It's a big upgrade for the people that maybe have a 12, which I can't show because I'm currently recording on it. But like, it's a big upgrade for those people, that people with the 11s, the 10s. Like, there's a lot of people out there with 10 hours even. Yeah, so like, I can see how, okay, if I have a 10 or a 10 now, my upgrade is kind of due. Get the 11 Pro. Or, not, yeah, get the 11 Pro actually, but also get the 14 Pro.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's selling so well. But I was checking the Apple Store the other day, and you literally can't get one until like mid-November here. So
Yeah, you have to
it's
go through a
selling.
carrier to get it here.
Yeah, it's probably
That
the
or
same here.
CEX.
Yeah,
Because I
because
know
people
about
buy it and they're like,
CEX.
"Oh, I don't want it."
They had those iPhones day one on the website for sale.
Well, I mean, they had it for sale, but they probably didn't have any in stock.
No, no, they had one in stock, grade C, on day one.
What?
Yeah, a purple grade C in stock, day one. What do you
This
do
pro
to your
it's
phone
probably
in one day?
might have been a YouTube reviewer or something that got the review unit from Apple and then destroyed it, and then was like, "Oh, sorry."
TechWiz.
Actually, it was probably him. He flew out here because they wouldn't give it to him, and there weren't any places that would
Mhm.
accept it in the U.S. So CX was like,
Oh yeah,
"Yes, we're gonna be the first to sell." So you probably bought it, and it doesn't have a SIM card tray, so you can't use it.
probably. It probably also, comes with like half a camera lens left, but like it's fine.
It probably doesn't even come with anything. It's just like the
The
what's it
like
called?
the housing, and that's it.
Yeah, the housing. Yeah. Um, but I mean, it's good to hear, Apple. Well done. You've made a product that is overpriced in other countries, but it's still selling. So cool.
Yeah, but now this just gives them permission to do it again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the 14 and 14 Plus are just selling horribly.
Oh,
Actually, every
the
time
14
I've seen,
Plus, I've seen carrier stores. Like I've been in carrier stores and not just trying out the new phones and like doing sort of a little bit of detective work. Because while I'm using the phones, I can hear the phones that people are buying. So like I've been keeping a mental note. There's a lot of people are getting upgrades. They're buying the 14 Plus because they want the Pro Max size and they want like a few little extra bits and pieces, like the extra battery, the better, not better cameras, but they think it's a better camera because it's a bigger phone, and they get the plus.
bigger phone, better
But like
camera.
they're getting the plus because they want the bigger battery and stuff. So like it's
Yeah.
weird.
I mean,
Still not selling as great as the
cool.
Pro though.
Oh yeah. And it's not even so, like the 14 is a flop. Every time I see somebody buy an iPhone 14, part of me is like that person's a bit of an idiot because like you can literally get the iPhone 13 and it's the exact same phone. Like the 14 Plus, yes, I can kind of see justifying it, but even then you
Yeah,
can always get a 13 Pro Max for almost
like
the
even
same
if you have an
price.
iPhone
So
12
Pro,
and you want to
Pro.
upgrade, yeah, even if you have like a
I can tell
12
you
and you
right
want to
now,
upgrade,
the 14 Pro.
it's not worth it.
I
Yeah,
I can tell you right now, the 13 Pro is still one of my favorite phones,
13
and
Pro or 14 Pro?
13 Pro.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah,
I am
13 Pro.
going to. What?
And and honestly, I said this since the 12 Pro. I'm always going Pro from now on because the cameras are so much better. Battery life, I mean, it's better than the 12 Pro, I think. But um, yeah, I would definitely go for that. Um, but for the 14 lineup, I don't know. I honestly think I would skip a year. And actually, I honestly would. I know this is kind of like off topic, but I honestly would do so. Like, let's say the 15 comes out next year, I would get the 14 Pro and like just like whatever,
So I do.
you know.
Dynamic Island.
Because
It's actually
those
doing
phone,
stuff.
because
Oh my
honestly,
god.
because honestly, those phone the phone that comes a year before, once the new phones come out, they're cheaper. So it's like,
It's a no-brainer.
yeah,
I'm going to go on the record and say the iPhone 12 was so ahead of its time. Just regular 12, we're not talking mini, even though the mini is the best variant, but like the 12 on its own was the best variation of like it's perfected the iPhone 10 design. So I see no reason to upgrade this thing unless they do
Two
something
cameras though.
really.
Two cameras.
Yeah, but like you're looking at continuity camera now and it looks fine.
Mine has a
Yes,
telephoto.
I
And
yes,
what
I
is
know.
what
Your
happened?
phone also looks like it has a tumor coming out the back of it, so like
Wait, what do you got on there? Is that like a skin?
yeah, it
from a
is.
zebra.
Oh my gosh,
Sponsored by
Yeah,
link me
but
that.
like
I like it.
I have no
It
reason to
looks good.
upgrade. I have this like I've invested so much money in the system, this lens system and all this. If I want to do anything like remotely professional, even these podcasts, I could just use this. I have no reason to like. upgrade a
But we're
phone
no
now.
professionals yet, Connor. So.
Yeah, but I want to
I mean,
outdo
I do.
both of you.
I still do, and I'm probably gonna continue for a while.
It can't fit in my
Doing
pocket,
everything.
so I'm not.
I mean,
I mean,
this
I
fits
Exactly.
in my
I
pocket.
have a
Exactly.
camera. I have a camera. I mean, the camera on this is better, of course, but I don't use this.
I mean,
I
this
mean,
actually
I
does
do,
fit in
but
my
not.
pocket.
You can
This
fit it in
fits in
your
my coat
pocket.
pocket, so like I'm able to bring it everywhere. But like I
Yeah,
would default to my iPhone for filming
and
videos,
honestly,
and I
who
have.
wants to bring a camera big like you guys is every freaking day? Like nobody wants a
I do
bulky
that
camera. I mean,
because
you
I
just
never
can't.
know when I'm. I just do
But
that because I never know when I'm going to have work to do. So like, I
yeah,
kind of need to.
yeah, and that's the
But
thing
yeah,
with me. Like that's why I'm basically a mobile creator is because it's just easier, and you just never know when you're gonna need something. And I don't want to carry a bulky camera every single day of my life. Yeah, that's just not me. You know,
yeah, it's fair enough.
I like my
So
workflow. I really do.
yeah, so
It's just simple and gets the job done.
yeah, also as simple and gets the job done. Taylor, tell us about what's simple and gets the job done.
Uh, I don't know, Connor. I
we
mean,
The fact
Apple
that
products in
the
general.
were trying to segue into another. It was going
Uh,
perfectly, and then you screwed up, Taylor.
no.
You're fired.
Yeah,
you
I
you
am.
had it, you had it, and you had it, and then miss. Essentially, what simply gets the job done is the fact that Apple has finally decided not to let you buy a new Apple Pencil Gen 1 without the adapter, which they could have done in the first place. So now you can go into the shop, get the adapter, and get the Apple Pencil without having
Anything.
to
Anytime
interchange.
anytime I think about that thing, it's just like Apple. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. People always said, "Oh, you talk great things about Apple products. You never talk crap about it." Well, sorry, this is the first time I'm going to because this is horrible, horrible.
I think I got cancer looking at the adapter.
Jesus
It's like a little tumor coming outside the iPad.
Christ. Yeah, no. I listen. Like honestly, it's just they could have just invented another pencil and stuck USB-C on it. Why? First of all, why make it for the first gen? When
Because they're
that
going to make another Apple Pencil with USB-C on the other end instead of Lightning, and they're going to sell you that as the Gen 3 pencil,
should
and you're
have
going to
done
buy it
that.
anyways.
They should
Yeah,
have
but it's
done that
cheaper.
instead of making this dinky thing for $9. Come
I
on.
guarantee you. I guarantee you they were going to put Lightning on this iPad, but then last minute they realized, oh, we actually have to put USB-C on every single Apple product this year. We don't have time for this. Let's just ship an adapter. I
Or
guarantee you
they
that's
just
it.
designed the iPad, and then last minute they're like, "Oh wait, what pencil are we gonna use for it?" They're like, "Did you add the magnet on the top?" No. Oh well, let's use the first generation pencil, but that's Lightning.
Just stick an
Let's just go
adapter in the
create this.
box.
Let's yeah, just like just give them an adapter.
Uh, Isn't it funny to think that someone's job for the entire year last year was like designing this adapter? Like they were paid millions of dollars just to sit down and design this adapter.
Would not be surprised.
If you ever
It's
feel
so
like you're
bad.
worthless, remember someone has the job to design that €9 adapter.
Oh my days. Apple, honestly, since Johnny Ive has left, Apple design, well, even then, but like Apple design has just taken a
They're
nosedive.
more functional rather
Oh yeah.
than anything. To be fair, I can't say Johnny Ive was very functional either. Have you seen what he did to the MacBook lineup?
But at least it looked good. This thing looks, well, I mean, it looks
I mean, it
fine, but
looked good until you tried to load a Final Cut and then it started going off like a jet engine.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Taylor can tell
just
us all about it.
Oh, I know. I was actually going to buy one of those MacBooks, like as a side MacBook, just to have for like going around and traveling. But then I realized, oh, I actually have to work off this thing.
Yeah, maybe
No,
not.
they're stupidly priced. They're like 750 quid for a base model used. Still, yeah,
Oh my days, that's expensive.
for
Yeah.
that exact. Hey Taylor, you could sell one of those and get an M1 Mac Mini.
yeah, no, I'm all set. I'm all set. I like the computer I have. Plus, like,
Yeah,
I'm spending on like so many other things that I want. Um,
that's fair enough.
like
I can relate.
right now, I don't really have content for Mr. Smartwatch until after Christmas, pretty much. There's really
Oof.
nothing that I can talk about on there.
Well, just
That's my
just
problem
make.
with the wearable show.
They literally just released the Meta Quest, whatever number they're on. You can make a video on that.
Yeah, but money.
Just don't buy one. Just
Don't buy
go
it, just
go
talk
into
about it.
just go in, yeah. Just talk about it. Just go into a store or just steal someone else's footage.
I'll
MKBHD made a
I'll
video. You can just steal his footage.
you know what I'll do.
Oh,
I'll
speaking
just
about that,
I'll AR it onto my head. Like I'll just make an AR video with it just on my head
can
the whole
can
time.
we actually talk about that for a second? Why are people stealing other people's content, especially
Because
shorts?
it's easy views.
Yeah, and also they're
Easy
putting it on
views, hard
YouTube.
to watermark.
They don't have any like copyright or anything. So
You can easily
per
Photoshop
whatever
out the
the
TikTok
it's
copyright
per
thing. It's very
not
easy.
even
I
like
had
you can go and download like there's websites like Snaptic or whatever that you can literally
Yeah,
download
yeah.
TikTok videos without the watermark.
Hmm.
yeah, true.
It's very easy to do. Like
Dude,
I literally
It's
rip
I
not
off
had
my own
piracy. It's
videos
not the
and put
same
onto
as
it.
piracy. Because
It's fair
piracy,
use.
yeah, it's fair use because it's being
so
put on YouTube.
my
And they
friend
do change it sometimes.
Yeah,
my friend
like the eye captions and
reviewed
stuff.
Mm.
my friend reviewed his TV, and somebody literally just took all that footage and put it on their own video
To be
on
fair, that's a
accident.
sign of a good video if someone's willing to rip
Oh
it
yeah,
off. So like if someone's willing to rip off
Right.
your video, I'm more honored
I
But
mean
you
than
know what's
you
upset.
can
funny?
always
So he's an upcoming creator. I mean, he does all sorts of things. It's not like he's concentrated on one thing. Um, and he decided to do this unboxing of his TV, which did really well. And then he was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna review it and just say my thoughts. I mean, I don't know too much about this stuff, but I'm gonna generally talk." And that video just popped off for him, and he's just like, he texts me. He goes, "Do I come into tech because this is insane compared to my other content?" And I'm like, "I told you. I told you. I told him since the beginning. You got to make sure that you concentrate on one specific thing and not go, oh, one, you know, like let's say he goes to another country and decides to do a video over there doing a tour, and then the next day he's talking about his TV. It's like you can't do that,
The purpose
you
of
know?
a multi-channel network.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
and you don't
like,
If you have
start five
content.
channels at you don't start five channels at the start. You start with the one, focus on it,
Benji,
grow it, and
Benji, let's not talk about that.
Connor.
I actually got one new subscriber on TechWiz.
Shots fired.
I uploaded one short after 3 months of inactivity on TechWiz Productions, and I
Oh
got a
wow.
subscriber. For the first time
wow,
in like 6 months, I got a subscriber.
Well, like,
I'm
but
buzzing.
my whole
wow.
point is like, I guess people are just stealing other people's shorts.
Apologies for the delay.
It's all right. But like, people
You're
are
fired.
stealing other people's shorts, and it's just like, wow.
Mm.
I can't believe
I
that's a
mean,
thing nowadays.
that was the thing
But
on TikTok for years, literally going in, ripping off the
yeah,
video, sticking your
yeah,
own logo
true.
on it, and then taking down the other video. It's literally a whole thing. I don't like doing it, but I have issued DMCA takedowns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whenever somebody does copy your content and
Mhm.
they're making money off of it, you can always claim like the ad revenue.
If it's not edited, it has to be like if more than 40% of it is like your content, then you have rights to like, yeah. That's why reaction videos don't come in or commentary because like you're doing that. But yeah,
But
we got
anyway,
a bit off stray
I
there.
yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because honestly,
Yeah.
like, jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know, also sucks. I think Benji can tell us what
USB-C
sucks. I know,
on the new
yes,
right?
iPad.
yes,
Yeah, USB-C
yes.
sucks. Like I have it on my MacBook and I hate it. This fucking dongle.
No. So basically, we found out the 10th generation
Mhm,
iPad has slower USB-C ports compared to other models.
mhm.
Not to mention it also has slower Wi-Fi. But yeah, so people have been complaining about this. Um, who in their right
They
mind would
literally
buy
put
this
all their money
iPad?
in.
I don't know.
Literally put all the money into the aluminum casing and a new display, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
almost as if they were
And the
like,
colors.
and I'm going to steal this from Luke Miani, speaking of stealing content, but it's almost as if they made an iPad Air, like basically an iPad Air, and then they said, "Oh crap, we're going to cannibalize the sales of the iPad Air." So instead of removing the iPad Air from the lineup and going like iPad Pro, iPad Mini, which would make sense, they went, "Oh yeah, just remove the laminated display and make the USB-C port smaller, or
So
not
they
smaller,
intentionally
but
removed
tiny."
features just so.
Yeah, just because they made an iPad Air 4 and then they went, "Crap, we made a mistake. Just buy an iPad
Yeah.
Air 4
Honestly, at this point, I don't know where this iPad fits in the lineup.
in the trash
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
true.
much,
Yeah, yeah.
pretty
In
much.
the
with your
trash
Mac Pro."
in Apple Park. In Apple Park, they've got just like a trash can with a
Steve
bunch of
Jobs,
stuff.
they throw it on Steve Jobs' grave to fertilize the plants.
But yeah, another thing that sucks as well is the M2 iPad Pro because
Mm. Because yeah, the ProRes recording, which we were all super excited about, like with this is a perfect utilization of it. Like if you had like a studio set up like this, and like you want to just have one device there to record, or like live stream with that you wanted like a big viewfinder, an iPad would make some sense then, you know. The ProRes recording, it only works in third-party apps. So they give us a feature that's in the stock app on the iPhone, and they don't give us the feature in the stock app of the iPad. What is wrong with you?
yeah, because we all needed ProRes on the iPad because like I want to start a film company and I need a camera to record. So of course, the obvious choice is to go with an M2 iPad Pro.
I mean, I can understand the appeal of an iPad for like filmmakers. Well, not filmmakers, like journalists. I can understand it for like doing talking headshots and things out in the field. If the camera's good enough, it's fine, you know. Instead of using an iPhone, just use your iPhone. Most people have an iPhone 14 Pro if they're doing that job, or like a semi up to date iPhone.
Yeah, and the cameras are better on the iPhone normally.
Yeah.
So
Or in Benji's case, you have the bamboo phone.
yeah, the bamboo phone.
And
Link in bio.
bec- yeah, of course. And because of all this, you know, problems. By the way,
These
before we move
iPad
on,
drama.
Taylor, have you any thoughts on this, or
No, not really, not really.
mm, you t- you Benji, any thoughts on this?
No, well, I mean,
Other than the obvious
in a
ones,
few
of course.
in a few seconds we're gonna other than the what?
Other than the obvious questions, of course, like why did they make it? How did they destroy this bad? That kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, no. Um, but I mean, we can tell. How can we tell normally that iPads are doing pretty bad?
Oh, well, Taylor can tell us that, no problem.
Well, I mean, first of all, uh, the sales are going down, but yet
Shocker.
Max sales are going up.
iPad needs macOS. That's the solution.
Yeah, it's like
I don't. No.
the iPad is in a weird state right now. Like there's
Yeah.
not many uses for it, but there also are uses for it, and there's not many people who want to use them for it. And also the lineup is just confusing, and you can get older iPads
Yeah.
for much cheaper, and they do literally the same stuff. Like my 2018
iPad Air
iPad
4,
Pro, my
2018.
2018 iPad Pro is
Mhm.
better than the new 10th generation iPad. It's better than the 6th
Yeah,
gen
it
iPad
is.
Air. And it does everything that the new iPad Pro does with the M2. I guess it doesn't have the fancy M2 and it doesn't have 16 gigs of RAM, but
Who
it's
cares?
got Stage Manager
Mhm.
and it has
That's all you
all the other
want.
features that you would need. So,
I've always had a question since I've seen this iPad. Does it fit in the original Magic Keyboard? Has anyone just tried that? No, it
hmm,
doesn't because of the smart connector. I was going to say because of the smart connector placement. Like,
yeah.
that's another weird thing. They purposely put the smart connector somewhere where you'd have to buy a new keyboard.
Well, if you're buying the 10th gen iPad, you're probably not coming from an iPad Pro that
I
had
know,
the
but
other keyboard.
it's nice to have like an upgrade pass. Like if
Unless
you
you've
get
gone
this 10
broke
gen
all of a
iPad,
sudden. Which even
I
then,
mean,
spending like
yeah,
$700 on an iPad
true,
with a
but they could have
keyboard,
like
you could
they
have
could
gotten
have
the Pro.
easily like done it where you've had an upgrade pack. Like you buy this keyboard accessory and you can use it on every single iPad you buy. That's a cool idea.
Yeah,
But
they
no,
didn't
it's
do
just a
that.
Surface Pro.
I mean, yeah, it's not surprising. And also, I think another thing that could have impacted the sales is the fact that they hadn't updated like the iPad Pro or even like for a while. And so people who wanted to buy the iPad Pro, they were just gonna wait until the new one came out. And now that it's out, it's only been out for like a week or two. Um, those people who were waiting will now be buying that one, or they'll just be doing the sensible thing and going and buying a used iPad or a refurbished iPad that's older, but that has the same features or better. So there we go. We've just solved all of your financial problems. But Apple clearly hasn't been having any financial problems recently because they have had a pretty good quarter. They made 90.1 billion and net quarterly profit. Wait, so for the quarter, let me quote this. For the quarter, Apple posted revenue of 90.1 billion and net quarterly profit of 20.7 billion or 1.29 per diluted share. Okay, whatever that is. So basically, they made a lot of money. And
I went into the wrong business.
iPhone is 47.3% of the revenue, and services has taken a 21.3% cut of revenue. That's huge. More than the Mac, more than the iPad, and more than
Wow.
wearables and home accessories. So
And every single
that's pretty
time you
huge.
bitch about Apple just focusing on services, remember you're the problem here. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Let's do it. Let's get a reference in there.
And I mean, now they've also hired the prices of some Apple services, so now they're going to be even making even more money from it.
We
Um,
didn't put down the doc, but like, how do you feel about that?
put down the what?
We didn't put down the documents, but like, how do you feel about Apple raising the
Oh,
price?
I mean, everybody's raising their prices at this point. It's just to be expected.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't
I
raise it by
mean,
more than what they
yeah.
did.
I just want to know, is Apple Music, the student plan for Apple Music, is that staying the same price?
I doubt it.
Well,
Because what is it
they'll
for like
be
€5 now?
€5. It's always
It'll
been
probably go up
five.
to six. It's probably gonna go
Well, then
up to
they'll lose
six.
customer.
Just because
Because
it
like a
raises by €1. Because all the other prices
yeah,
are raising by a.
yeah,
Okay. So you're gonna
just
go to
because.
Spotify. You're gonna be like Miles and stick with Spotify and hoping that
No,
they're
Pirates will
never
never
gonna
do
raise the
that.
Hey!
price.
I'm a Spotify user too.
Get off the show.
We don't care about Spotify. Spotify can die in a ditch with the car thing. I don't
Spotify can
with
go.
car
Bruh.
with car crash detection on the Series 8.
Spotify can go
Bruh,
shove itself where it shoved its creators.
I love Spotify. I could never leave it.
Taylor, it's just us on this podcast, us three, right? And no one's watching this, right? Okay.
I mean, I
Just
don't
two
think
people.
Why?
anybody's.
Why
I
are
don't think
you
anybody's
choosing to be
watching.
the way you are? Get on Apple Music with the rest of us. There we go. Good.
Apple Music is the place to be. It's just
I
facts.
mean,
We have more
Mm,
songs,
oh yeah.
true,
And
true.
also,
and we have
our app didn't crash
lossless
at midnight.
audio,
Our app didn't crash at midnight.
but it crashes at other times of the day.
Yeah, but it didn't crash
Yeah,
before the biggest music release of the year. Like,
Oh right, yeah. That's true.
true. But
yeah, so
anyway,
that's fun. But
Yeah, but I mean the
what's not fun? Yeah, well,
no, go ahead.
no,
You're doing
no,
it
no.
perfectly.
I was going to transition. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean there's a lot of crashes that happen all the time. And another crash is going to be more Apple sales are going to crash cuz Apple's making an iPad that nobody wants.
what
Yeah,
else is
who
new?
asked for this?
Nobody asked
Apple's
for this.
apparently working on a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I'm fairly sure Tailosive Tech is literally the only one who asked for this.
iPad
And
Pro,
they're not
not
even good.
MacBook Pro. They already have a
Yeah, iPad
16-inch
Pro.
MacBook Pro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Need
he's
to
literally the only
clarify.
one I've heard ask for it. So,
Bruh.
I'm fine with
and
my
he's
11
still.
inch.
I mean, some
Dude,
guys are
I
happy
still
with an
have.
11-inch, others are happy with a 16. It depends on your use case,
Dude,
you know.
There's
I'm
like
still
two people
rocking
that
my
need a
sixth
16 inch.
generation.
Yeah,
I
Taylor
don't think you
Taylor
got
out
the
here
joke.
living with the 9.7 inch.
I don't
Yeah,
think you got the
I'm
joke.
I'm I'm still rocking the sixth generation 9.7 inch. Like, bruh, you know what? Eh, the more I say it, the more I feel it. As long as products are getting updates, whatever. You know, you don't need the latest and greatest to do. You know,
I
do
I
mean,
mean,
good
I'm
stuff.
pretty happy
I
with
would
my 12.9-inch from 2015.
I mean,
I
yeah, it would,
would
it would be cool to get like the new hardware, stuff, but whatever. Still.
do you guys
But
want a
what will
hot
it do?
take?
Yeah.
So, I think this like 11 inches is too big.
Oh, I thought you were going to pull out an iPad Mini. I thought you had like the packaging there from like
No,
a parcel. I
I
thought you were going to
wish.
pull out an
I
iPad Mini.
wish. No, but like
You
I've
didn't tell
seriously been
us. You
considering
lied.
like in the current state the iPad is in, I think like a bigger iPad, yes, it's nice for like graphics design and stuff like that. Like you can use the pencil, take notes. But I think the iPad mini would be a better device just because it's smaller. You can use it in more places and things like that. It's easier to carry around. It's lighter. You can use the pencil, so you can use it as like a little notepad. Um, I think like the more I'm thinking about it, I'm actually considering either getting an iPad mini or selling this and getting an iPad mini because I think in the current iPad state, like for what it does, I think the mini would work.
I
It's
would use
slightly
my
big.
iPad
It's a
more
slightly bigger.
if
It's a slightly
it's.
bigger size than your
Yeah.
iPhone, and it's more portable. It's easier to carry around. It can even fit in your pocket, but it's bigger than your
I'll
iPhone.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll take that iPad off your hands, Benji. No,
I
seriously.
uh I
I've been
would
thinking of getting a new iPad. I just don't want to buy one outright. Like,
just buy
Just
Tailosive
I would
but
Tech's
rather.
iPad. I hear he was trying to sell his iPad a while ago.
no,
Yeah,
but
no, I've
seriously,
been.
No, but
like you can get this iPad from the Apple refurbished store for like
400
400
quid.
bucks.
Yeah. Or like go
It's
down to Goodwill and see if anyone donated their iPad because that's all it's good for.
Stage Manager came out and everybody's like, nah.
But like I would use my iPad more. Like currently it's sitting on my desk. Factory reset. Just doing nothing.
I thought you were using it
Because
as a
like
viewfinder.
yeah, but I only use that like when I'm going out on like jobs that need it.
So like
I don't
once a
use it.
year.
Yeah. But like, if it was an iPad Mini, I'd have more uses for it because I could actually put it in my pocket and use it
Yeah,
out and about and stuff.
yeah.
It would make way more sense
It would be interesting to switch to the iPad Mini and see how things go. If I
because
can,
like I can't use an iPad Mini for college. Like, I can't actually use an iPad for college. But I would be interested to find out, like, could I stop carrying around my MacBook every single day
wait,
and
what kind of
just
college
carry
do you
around
go
the
to
iPad?
that they don't allow you to use the iPad? Is it because of the software or?
It's the software.
Oh, right,
I
okay.
need to use Windows for the software.
Ah, that's stupid.
So that's why I broke out the other laptop.
And that's why you should drop out. But anyway,
You need to drop out of this podcast right now, so you do.
all right, I'll do it. So
Mister,
then you've
I
got
make
more editing. So you've got more editing to do. Wow.
Mister, I make videos for a living.
Anyway, yeah, 16
Damn,
inch
shots
iPad
fired.
Pro, 16-inch iPad Pro. I don't think it needs to be done. I mean, it might be useful for like 5 people
No.
out there who are graphics designers who need to have a bigger display for whatever reason. But other than that, no.
That's about as useful
You know,
as the Apple Pencil female to female lightning adapter.
Actually, I was thinking that might be a solution for those who just buy an Apple Pencil and they can't use it within your iPad. They just use that with the lightning cable from their iPhone. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
but you know what I would love to be able to do is upgrade my MacBook more often. And thanks to Best Buy, you can now or will be soon be able to upgrade your MacBook every 3 years. What do you guys think about this?
Can you tell I put
I
App-
th-
this link in on purpose?
Apple's already Apple's already done. Apple's already technically doing this for businesses, but I mean the fact that Best Buy's offering it, I'm just
yeah,
gonna move to the
I
US just
mean,
to upgrade every 3 years.
if you're a
right.
business and like you're buying your computers just through a regular store, like a one-person business,
I wonder.
and like you
I wonder
use a
how
MacBook
long.
for editing, I do it. Like, it's business expense at that point. You're going to buy it anyways.
I
Yeah.
wonder
At
how
that
long.
point,
How long do you guys think I've had my MacBook for?
too long. Get rid of it.
20 years. No,
It's honestly been a long time. I
I think
will
it's
say
almost
that
been two
because
You had
years.
it. You got
yeah.
that around the time you started your channel.
What?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, it's been
I've
a
had
lot longer.
I
No.
Cause
I
he
had
used to use
Oh,
his beautiful PC that had amazing webcam and everything. He used to use that for a while.
we have a PC
that
user
thing
on this
was
podcast. Gross.
PCs stand for piece of.
Piece of crap.
Hashtag not my MacBook Pro.
I mean, oh god.
But yeah, I mean, I would probably like if I lived in the US, I probably would take advantage of that because I'm
Mhm.
editing
Mhm.
such like intense projects now. I could benefit from the
Bro,
upgrades
like
program, and so could Taylor.
yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
And
agrees.
also,
He agrees. He agrees.
we
He
got
said the thing.
him.
He said the thing.
I agree. I agree. I agree to disagree. How about that?
Ooh. I'm just gonna call Jonathan Morrison up.
You don't agree to
just gonna
disagree.
just gonna call Jonathan Morrison up and tell him that a younger
let let
creation needs
let's
help and send him Taylor's video.
let's agree to disagree, Connor.
Let's cut that thing that I just said out of the podcasting, not to burn any bridges.
I mean, I would take advantage of this because also it's like a monthly payment thing, so you're not putting all the money towards a Mac straight away. So
Yeah.
you can then use that
Right.
money to invest in Dogecoin,
Yes,
Uh.
which
this
has
is
gone
going
up
to be
50%, which
interesting.
has gone up 50% in the past day.
And I hear you can now use Dogecoin to buy stocks and shares. So you should trade all your Dogecoin and everything you have in the bank into Dogecoin so you can buy Twitter stock. Actually, no, you can't because Elon just bought Twitter. He chucked out the CEO and CFO, and
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've got one more news story before that, Connor. What are you doing? You've ruined the podcast.
you ruined the podcast
Bruh.
just by showing up.
Do you know who's ruining people's lives?
Elon Musk.
No, Apple. Apple apparently is destroying dreams and crushing entrepreneurs, according to the Telegram CEO.
What?
I mean,
The
yeah,
That
they're
was
crushing
that was
dreams.
my exact reaction, Taylor.
what the
So
heck?
this is what happens. Writing on his Telegram channel, this is from Mac Rumors. Pavel Durov, if that's how you pronounce his name, said that Apple had informed the messaging platform that it would not be able to allow content creators to use third-party payment methods for sales. Telegram allows content creators to offer access to channels or individual posts through a paywall. Users could pay for the third-party payment method and not Apple's in-app purchasing system. Durov said Apple is not happy with content creators monetizing their efforts without paying a 30% tax, and that Telegram has no choice but to disable paid posts and channels on its iOS app. This is just another example of how a trillion-dollar monopoly abuses its market dominance at the expense of millions of users who are trying to monetize their own content.
Okay, but
Wow.
who cares still? Who actually monetizes stuff on Telegram? Let's be fair.
Who even uses Telegram?
Yes.
Leakers.
Like
Exactly.
Speaking of leakers,
I have it on my phone, but like it's probably if I go into settings and it shows me apps to offload because I don't use them, it'll probably say the last time I used Telegram was like last year.
yeah, like the only people that use Telegram are leakers. By the way, did you see Apple's ruining the life of a leaker as well by making him cut off a testicle?
Let's not go there. Actually, look, Telegram's not even signed in on my 14 Pro.
Oh damn.
Oof.
That's how much I use it. Which means
Damn.
I haven't used it in like 2 months almost.
Shoot.
Wait, you're not getting those exclusive leaks?
No.
Oh my god, my watch is after stopping again.
What?
I just got this back after 3 weeks of it being sent off for repair, and it's after stopping again.
Connor, this is why you buy an Apple Watch, because you can charge it every day.
No.
Yep.
Actually,
It's
here's a free video idea for all those pranksters out there. Take an Apple Watch that's dead, go to a watch repair shop and ask them to change the
ask
battery.
them to change the battery. I might actually have to go to CX and just buy a watch and like do that.
God.
I think if you posted that on TikTok, that would get views if done correctly, like with the right
Cha-ching.
catch and everything. Money.
So
You're gonna get 10 cents
so Benji,
for
here's
5 million views.
Yeah.
here's a question. Why don't you do it?
Because Benji's
Because
too poor to afford
because
another
I have
Apple
social
Watch.
anxiety. Because I don't need another Apple Watch. I could just go with this and it's dead, and then tell them, yo, fix the battery, please, and then they'll be like,
I'm fairly sure they're sick of seeing
no
my face at
puedo.
this point.
So Apple is destroying dreams, and do you know who else is destroying dreams?
Mr. Musk. He's destroying his dreams of ever getting to go to space because he's going to be locked up in prison for his anti-consumer policies with Twitter. Welcome to the new age of Twitter, where your master, Mr. Musk, will be seeing you out the door if you're the CEO. The guy literally fired the CEO of Twitter as soon as he walked in the door. Took his office and said, "This is mine now."
Not just the CEO though, which is the funniest.
The
The
CFO.
CEO, the CFO, and also the woman who was responsible for banning Donald Trump. Whatever role she had, it was like privacy, safety, something.
I think that's the security part of the platform, like the user management side of it. But that's not a good sign. You buy the company,
Apparently,
you literally fire everyone that's been doing a good job.
I mean, have they been
To be
doing a good
fair,
job though?
well, there hasn't been that many issues with the platform, apart from the lack of an edit button and all that. But like, in the grand scheme of things, it's been
I mean, they've given us
better.
the ability to edit tweets. if you pay
Yeah.
money. That's something that we
But
wanted.
Mr. Musk wants to verify everyone, so you'll have the same verified check mark as I just deemed Taylor.
I'm hyped about that. No,
Yeah.
because then it doesn't
No.
become special anymore. Um,
Yeah, you'll have to
yeah.
get the verified dot.
Apparently he also had like the whole like the Tesla code team come in and review Twitter code. And
What
then
do
and
they
then I
know?
think
How
and
to
then I
break
think he
FSD?
and then I think he fired a bunch of people from the like the coding team.
Yep, he did,
That's just crazy.
and
He's
he
downsizing.
literally had to put out. He literally had to put out a statement saying, "I promise I will not mess up the platform." That's
I mean,
essentially
we'll
what he
see.
said.
We'll
But
see.
he's
Maybe
a
it'll become better.
liability. He's a liability. Like the guy literally posts memes on Twitter. The
Yeah.
guy had to sell most of his Tesla stock to afford
Yeah.
Twitter.
I mean, if he
I
he was
mean,
kind of
I wouldn't
forced to
want to
buy it
be.
in the end.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be
True.
the owner. I wouldn't want to be a Tesla investor at the moment, anyway. So, like,
It'll be interesting to see how things pan out. But I mean, there have been all these rumors about people getting laid off and fired from Twitter, and people have been making jokes about this, and they've been showing up to Twitter HQ and pretending they're an employee that's just been fired. So we've got Rahul Ligma got
What the
fired
heck?
from Twitter, as well as what was the other guy? Something Johnson. And
Johnson Ligma.
yeah, and then Elon Elon made a tweet and he like posted a meme about it, and people are like, "Oh, Elon Musk is horrible. Look at all these people he's firing." Like these two people who weren't
Wow.
actually Twitter employees went on to like CNN and basically talked about their experience at Twitter, how bad of a CEO Elon Musk was. Like, he just walked in and fired me. I don't know what happened. Um,
Oh, you're
seriously.
talking about me now. You're talking about
And
me
then
making that tweet.
and then and then there are so many people on Twitter now that are like, "Oh, I just got fired from Twitter. I have a wife and kids. Now I have to go find another job." It's
I
like,
have a Tesla. How am I going to pay the loan?
no, but the
Yeah,
funniest thing
literally.
is, like, people are even crying and complaining about the fact that the CEO and the CFO got fired, and how are they going to feed their families? They're poor now. They don't have a job.
No, they're not.
These people
They
literally
got paid
got
off.
paid millions.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be okay with one less private jet flight a week. I'm sure they'll be fine
These
for a little while.
people, these people, I have a conspiracy theory, got paid off by Elon to just say we got fired. But in reality, they got paid a bucket ton of money and were just told, go away now.
Yeah,
They got like a
that's
portion of the sale of
they probably
whatever.
did. Like they're probably shareholders as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's so funny how these people like Rahul Ligma. Like seriously, what kind of a name? How do you not
Wow,
like?
you racist. What an Indian name to have. And we're
That's so
cancelled.
funny. Yeah, I mean
Jeez.
it didn't stop multiple like people like CNBC and Bloomberg posted and said, "Oh yeah, these employees got laid off and they interviewed this guy."
As you do. But
So
yeah, no,
funny.
it's like really crazy. But yeah, so Elon Musk is the worst.
We'll
Mm-hmm.
see. We'll
Taylor.
see though. Because I mean, if you're bad at your job, you don't deserve your job. So like, if there are people,
Exactly.
and also if you need less people to run a company, like Elon is all about AI and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He's
god.
trying to get rid of. If you get rid of the humans, you get rid of the mistakes.
Oh,
It's a bad
so
thing.
I
It's
can
a
get rid
bad
of.
thing, but it's also a good thing.
Wait, so I can get rid of myself and all the mistakes will be gone? Gotcha.
No, that's not what I meant. But like in a company, for example, like Twitter, there's a lot of employees, a lot of people that get paid and stuff like that. Like yes, they each have lives, they have families and stuff like that. And it's terrible that a lot of them are losing their jobs now. But like in the grand scheme of things, like if you're trying to make the business run as smoothly and as good as possible, then replacing them for downsizing and
Yeah,
replacing
like
people is the only way to do it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of part of business at this point. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I got fired. Okay, very
You should go find
nice.
another job. And also, a lot of these people that get fired from Twitter, like the CEO or the CFO, got offered like another job at, I can't remember where it was, at like Google or something. So like these
Yeah,
people that they've worked for Twitter, which is a very very good and reputable company. Now that they get fired, it's not going to be that hard to find another job.
it really isn't.
And I'm sure Twitter's not going to just be like, Elon's going to be like, just go away, leave. We're not paying you anything anymore. They're probably going to give them like some sort of compensation package. Like it's probably in their
They'll
contract
get
anyway.
redundancy.
Yeah, redundancy. Yeah. So,
Use your words.
sorry.
Where,
It's it's
where's
So,
the?
5 in the morning. No, I'm joking.
so
Um.
Taylor, Apple's a mess. Why is that?
Well, I put
I
him as
mean,
the. We talked about it a little bit on the stream that we did, Taylor.
Ah, that's handy. Yeah,
first of all, um, some features in software don't want to work. I mean, I had a lot of trouble, and Benji could tell you, that continuity cam that is now working, thank God, was not working. And just
it wasn't.
so much
I
else.
was on the
Yeah,
beta for like weeks, and it was always working. Like I've never had a problem
yeah.
with
No,
it.
for me it wasn't.
It
I don't
worked
know
for like
why.
FaceTime and stuff, but it wasn't working for StreamYard.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
that's just
now
a StreamYard
I
thing.
just I just
It was
tested
working
it,
for
Benji.
me.
I just tested it again, Benji, just a few minutes ago, and it works now on
Hey, guess
StreamYard.
what,
So I don't
Benji?
know
I
what's.
think it's an Intel thing.
Get out of here.
It might be. I mean,
It actually might be.
Apple
Maybe.
Silicon and Apple Silicon go well together. Apple Silicon and
Mm.
Intel, they like not compatible.
It's a known thing, you know. Softwares always have bugs, and it's just a whole mess. But I'm hoping that they double down on it and you know get things working because I mean you guys have seen it here. Um, I honestly love continuity cam. I think it's a really great feature, especially if you don't have um, a MacBook or a Mac or just a computer in general that doesn't have a great webcam. You know, I mean, uh, you're looking at this and imagine a crap cam like the MacBook Pros. You
I mean, you
know,
can swap. No, don't switch because that'll be more editing.
yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah,
going
please
to.
no.
But still, so I honestly just think that it needs a lot of work, and hopefully
Compared to
they
your
start.
compared to the webcam you were using before, the MacBook webcam was it?
Iron. No, I was using Iron camera, whatever it's called.
His uh his last webcam solution looked like it was recorded with a cucumber. This looks
Well,
way
thank
better.
you. Well, thank you for that. But no,
Yeah.
I agree. It it
Mm.
does look a lot better. It does work a lot better. Um, and it
So
tracks
you admit it
me
was.
versus the other thing that didn't.
It also works,
So
That's
which the other
it's
thing
the best
didn't.
part.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, look at Benji over here. You know, so
I can even go on a little tour
it's
of my studio. Lights,
Camera.
wow.
camera, other lights
That's
over here,
Wow.
and MacBook. And you can
Damn.
see all the crap on the MacBook.
Jeez. Yeah. Um,
Thank you,
I don't
thank
know.
you.
Were there other complaints that we wanted to make, Benji?
Yes,
I
yes,
mean, we
yes,
we we
yes,
made so much. If you guys
yes.
want to go check out the live stream that we had talking about it, you guys can do that as well. But Benji, go ahead.
Boy, do I have complaints. Mac OS is a mess.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had no
Ventura,
problems.
my days like Final Cut Pro is crashing every now and then. It freezes.
My
My
Final Cut
Switch
caption
to
Pro is
editor,
fine.
DaVinci.
my caption editor isn't working very well. I mean, yeah, I might
This
want
is
to
why you
switch to
don't
DaVinci.
update to the new version of software when it comes out on a
Well,
work
I wanted a
machine.
continuity camera just so I could do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but is it worth it
exactly.
though?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
No.
Well, the solution is
I can't
simple,
wait to,
Benji. You just get another MacBook just for
I,
continuity camera.
I can't wait to do a live stream or something when I'm on
Or
vacation.
I just buy a new iPad that has center stage.
True,
Or you can just
true.
be like me and I'm going to replace this setup here for next week with this.
Show off. Anyway.
I mean, what I've
Show
nothing else
off.
to do with this, so like, why not?
So iOS has also
So,
been a bit of a mess. Like I've been
I
having a
mean,
lot
This I
of
agree with.
bugs, glitches. I mean, some of the new features are cool. Like the dynamic island actually does stuff. Like it's showing me that the football scores right now, so that's pretty good.
oh wow.
Ew, gross. You play football?
Football as in like soccer football, not football as in the I'm a girl, so I have to wear armor and run around with a ball in my hands instead of my feet. Anyway, um,
Are you talking smack about
so
American football right in front of me?
Yes, 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 he
anyway,
is.
You're
anyway,
You
yeah.
you're
know what's
So
really
fired.
funny?
I already was fired before. Remember? Um,
the,
No, you're
the
rehired just because I
host.
don't want
Wait,
to
wait,
edit
wait,
this.
wait, wait, wait. The host. The host. This is what you guys should name the podcast. The host that actually created this podcast gets fired.
I mean, that's what happened to
That's what
Steve
happened to you.
Jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He
look
got
how that
fired from
went.
Apple. Yeah, he got fired from. But also some other issues I've been having with the iPad OS. Like there's been
Oh yeah,
like
that
glitches,
exists.
crashes. Like when I'm using, let me see if I can replicate this. And
I'm
people who
iMessage is the biggest glitch for me.
wait, why is it not working now? Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so this is not stage, yeah, stage manager, yeah, stage manager, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I turned it into portrait, okay, now it's working
Yeah,
fine. But
that
no,
checks out.
normally it like glitches out and it doesn't work very well. For some
I
reason
mean,
it's
that's
working
just
now because I'm
life.
showing it on camera, of course. Uh,
As you do.
Apps have
I
been
mean,
crashing every
that's
now and then as well. Like I was trying to edit something the other day, I can't remember where it was, but like the app kept crashing. And
jeez.
yeah, iPadOS
That
is
might
I
be an
think has had I've
optimization thing as
experienced
well.
might be yeah maybe it's the 4 gigs of RAM. Um,
Maybe it's just the fact that it's an iPad.
or that. Oh, also Stage Manager on the Mac. I can't use it. It's so
Why
bad.
not?
I don't like it.
I I use it all the time on my Mac.
Like trying to like if I'm in a Final Cut Pro project and I want to like find something to throw in from Finder, I go to Finder and then I like drag and drop and it like doesn't drop.
No, what you do is you drag the Finder window into the screen with Final Cut. You select the things you want, you put them in, and then you drag the Finder window back off to the
Anyway,
side.
um, moving on. I didn't try that. But
You
yeah,
know what else?
other software experiences that have been bad. Recently, Apple has updated AirPods Pro and AirPods Max and some other AirPods, and basically noise cancellation has been nuked.
What's new?
So, so like no, I'm using noise cancellation on my AirPods Max right now, and I can still hear my dogs barking.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
No, because like I remember when I tried noise cancellation in the Apple Store, they sounded so much better. Like the Apple Store is noisier. It's supposed to be noisier, and so like that's a problem. AirPods Pro as well. Noise cancellation's been a problem because I can still hear stuff when I'm using noise cancellation, and I can hear more stuff than I could before. But yeah, moving on. Do you have any
I
other
bought and
Do you guys
sold
have any rants
AirPods.
about the software before I move on to my
Yes,
rant about
actually.
the AirPods Max?
iMessage. iMessage. in iOS 16, they fixed this bug now, thankfully, as far as I can tell. But it was so. But you saw the screenshots. It
Oh,
was
speaking
broken.
of, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Another thing that he's trying to replicate, and it's not going to work for him. But anyway, go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, it just iMessage is just broken. Yeah, it's broken.
Like,
What the heck?
I can't see the latest messages. This has been an
Yeah,
issue for
that's
a
broken.
while.
I can't.
Wow.
That's just a thing on. That's just become normal now.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, we've got to end soon. We've been
Yeah.
talking a lot. So, really quick, just a couple things. So, for those who don't know, I have recently purchased AirPods Max because I got a really good deal for them on Amazon. For the most part, they've been great. They're heavy though. So after like wearing them for a while, it starts to hurt. Like it weighs down on your ears and stuff. It's not been so bad recently. I think because like I adjusted them a little bit. So yeah, of course, noise cancellation's kind of, it's good, but it's not as good as I would have hoped. Sound quality is fantastic, but I've been having some issues. I don't know if it's my Mac because I've also been having the same issues or similar issues with my other headphones. But like sometimes the audio cuts out. Like during this episode, there have been like 3 or 4 times where the audio is completely cut out, and I don't know if it's the AirPods or if it's my computer. So I'll need to try with my other AirPods. I think something's wrong with the Bluetooth on my computer. Like seriously, it's been having so many issues. Even with other Bluetooth headphones, like like the Bluetooth crashes.
That's
But the thing is,
not
it
good.
crashes, but my mouse, my trackpad, and my keyboard are completely fine. So I don't know if it's the Bluetooth or if it's the headphones that I've been using that have just been having issues.
Oh God, that's not good. Regardless, that's gonna be
But anyway,
expensive.
um, so are these worth it? I think if you want headphones, maybe. I would honestly, I've been considering like it's like a daily thing. Like today, I want to return them. Tomorrow, I'll probably want to keep them. The next day, I'll want to return. I still have 30 like no 20 days now to return them. So I might make a video about it, squeeze out some views, and then return it.
Yeah, that's how I
Return them.
felt about the Facebook
Do it.
glasses.
Do it.
Because if I
Shoot.
return them, I'm probably gonna go for like the Sony stuff. The thing I love
Hey.
about them though is the fact that like they automatically pair to all my devices and I can easily switch over to my other devices. But sometimes like the swapping of like connection has been pretty bad as well. Sometimes like I'm using my iPhone and no, I'm editing on my computer and then I quickly switch to my iPhone for something, and the audio like switches to the iPhone instead of staying on the Mac when I want it to stay on the Mac. It's annoying. It's a problem.
You can turn off automatic
Apple,
switching
please
on the
fix.
Mac.
And as of right now, the audio is just completely cut out, so I can't
Wow.
hear anything.
Excellent. That's good.
Jeez.
Amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but something else, AirPods related. I I got AirPods Pro. They're gone back.
Oh
Noise
wait, now it's working.
cancellation
Now it's working.
sucks on the latest AirPods Pro update to the point where it's unusable. So yeah, that's why I'm back on these.
Damn,
Have the
bro.
same
You
issue.
should
Because
have. You should have just had. You guys should have just gotten the AirPods 3. I love them. It's still working for me.
yeah, but the point is,
They're cheaper.
those don't have noise cancellation, and I don't have baby ears, so I don't want them.
And they don't even have transparency mode.
They have permanent transparency mode.
I
Yeah,
think they're.
but
I
it's
think they're
still not
great.
as good.
I mean, they're good. They're a good upgrade
Because
from the
you've never
second gen.
Taylor, it's because you've never tried AirPods Pro. You've never tried the noise cancellation or the transparency mode, so you change your
I
mind.
mean, maybe, but still, I think they're pretty good.
This is the same guy that wants an
Sorry,
iPhone
not
Pro
sorry.
but refuses to get AirPods Pro.
And refuses to buy a new MacBook Pro with M1
MacBook.
Pro.
The guy that does literal video and
Although
audio
I'm just checking.
recordings and editing, he doesn't want to
Although I'm
spend the money on a MacBook.
although
The
I'm
guy
just
literally
checking,
hosts a
and the
podcast.
left. Although I'm just checking, and the left earbud has 80%, and the right earbud has 77.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good. I haven't
Yeah,
charged these in like 2 days.
Wow.
I haven't charged these in a week. They're still fine.
So yeah. But
Anyway,
anyway.
I guess that can, unless you guys have any other thoughts or anything else you would like to discuss.
Not really, no.
No, I'm good.
In conclusion, Apple sucks, and we should probably all switch to Google.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those who are watching or listening,
So
go into
next time you
Craigslist or
see
Facebook
us, we'll be on
Marketplace.
Google. Just kidding.
Yes, and we're gonna not use continuity camera because that's not a thing on Google. We'll be using their amazing quality webcams.
Looks
that
like Benji and I will have to go back to our original setup.
But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in to this week's episode of the Tech Unlocked podcast. We hope you enjoyed. This was episode 48 of the Tech Unlocked podcast, and we will catch you guys next week.